Yebema passport officer here Juma 24/7, no break. Yebema DVL here Juma 24/7, the same for post. Inti ya titi beko Juma no pa no watwe 8 hours ebebo no 9 enwumre no wapon. Na Captain Smart akọ no 9 akọ si 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport na some million people. 12 a.m. ABC Anopa 8 a.m. And she said, where you man of pa money how because I do which man you when you man you money how because I much which man you.
A few moments later.
Let me assure you that it is not the idea of government to take public money and invest in something called 24-hour economy. No. So if you are waiting for us to bring you a document in Parliament saying we are taking so much money to invest in 24-hour economy, you won't see it.
24-hour economy. Yes, yeah. John Mahama ni this ya dream who ya kwa actually. Yebema passport officer here Juma 24/7, no break. Yebema DVL here Juma 24/7, the same for post. Inti ya titi beko Juma no pa no watwe 8 hours ebebo no 9 enwumre no wapon. Na Captain Smart akọ no 9 akọ si 12 a.m. 8 hours. Captain Smart airport na some million people. 12 a.m. ABC Anopa 8 a.m. And she said, where you adwuma no pa money how because I do which man adwuma. When you adwuma nwumra money how because I much which.
Ono ankasa would love to do that. But they be another holding quantity, and that is where John Mahama's 24-hour economy comes in as a deliberate government intervention to encourage that person and make it easy for him. And yet it was no. You think any aboso. Yeah, the idea be by friend of time of use tariff. And mra will be use Kenya and a better boa bitria. It will use soon Kenya no. And mra ni pado will use soon Kenya and your friend the peak hours are. Maybe no crown be me
okay.
Now we use Kenya no off peak hours. Emra nipa da nipa kakra bi use Kenya na ni atebo no so ama.
You know the night edwuma nko
there be because the meter na be used for time of use no calibrated to run 24 hours.
Lawyer.
It say enye edwuma anopa na anadwo nko na we use it will cut you out. You won't benefit from that. It will be calibrated say for peak hours 6 a.m. to say 9 p.m. Charge obi use Kenya 1 kilowatt hour of power charging 1 cedi. But if it's 10 p.m. you go see how much 5 charging 50 pesos. But if you are not but if it is not running 24 hours, now all the policy onipa but try to take advantage of it. And that is why you need to put in place the checks and balances to make sure say ANC. And if there is no consumption during the day, but the consumption is always in the night, the system will catch it.
Take for example, if you are saying that the last registration that was done, that's the argument of the ministry, that some people use fraudulent national ID cards to register their SIM cards. That should not mean that all 32 million active SIM card holders in Ghana today, or all 32 million active SIM card, the holders must go through a re-registration. Identify those whose cards are fraudulent, because you can do that using the Ghana card registration database, the NIA database. You can do that using the EC voter database. Do that using the SNIT database, and do that using the DVLA database. These are, and even the National Health Insurance, these are all biometric databases that we are synchronizing in the country. So you can do a cleanup of that data. Take for example, if you are saying that the last registration that was done, that's the argument of the ministry, that some people use fraudulent national ID cards to register their SIM cards. 32 million active SIM card holders in Ghana today, or all 32 million active SIM cards, the holders must go through a re-registration. Identify those whose cards are fraudulent, because you can do that using the Ghana card registration database, the NIA database. You can do that using the EC voter database. Do that using the SNIT database, and do that using the DVLA database. These are, and even the National Health Insurance, these are all biometric databases that we are synchronizing in the country. So you can do a cleanup of that data. Take for example, if you are saying that the last registration that was done, that's the argument of the ministry, that some people use fraudulent national ID cards to register their SIM cards. That should not mean that all 32 million active SIM card holders in Ghana today, or all 32 million active SIM card, the holders must go through a re-registration. Identify those whose cards are fraudulent, because you can do that using the Ghana card registration database, the NIA database. You can do that using the EC voter database. Do that using the SNITS database, and do that using the DVLA database. These are, and even the National Health Insurance. These are all biometric databases that we are synchronizing in.
All right, Charlie. Me mamuni na ha, me mamajo. Maybe I'll try me free beer. Mamajo the bar and the program is so. Said it and then yeah day semi bar live. And then me who are DB, me read a DB online. Ama in fact, me cry era wama or my friend in Ghana. It's here for their echoes or Ghana no. Mama my young fano. Say some political game be na yebo. Mesre mo any deal. Dia echoes or Ghana no. Mesre mo say mama my who no say just some NPP NDC in Tokwebi a echoes keke me patro there be. Baby a Ghana ekeka kono ekeka ko bone. Baby a Ghana ekeka kono ekeka ko bone. Emfa ho ne shirt ye shemi e che shemi. Emfa ho se me ye MPP ni. Baby a ye man no gradually ye drive man akono. Ghana for baby a me pen DC me pen MPP me pen DC baby e den ye kono. Enuanom se yan hwe ni yi a. Minuanom a mutie me de bia. Dia ekoso e wo ye man Ghana mu no. Say you're reducing it to just NDC, MPP, sir, your style of a now. This country will be no more. Because they say the Ghana for now, what they say, you know, for some reason, minim adren kwa away trim. I don't know what is happening with Ghanaians. Now show me, my heart is crying. Because, like, something is not right. Something in Ghana is not right. We being so correct. I didn't know there is something wrong somewhere. We are doing MPP and this, but now show me, our country is in a big problem. Our country is in a big mess. There is something really bad happening to our country. Mama, let's get off the NDC, MPP, and take a critical look at it. Now show me, Ebra na NPP wa bemu no. Businessmen were never complaining saying that they were not getting the dollar to buy. No. Now, even though na dollar no high, no, we still could afford. Even though na dollar no high, no, people could still go about their business. Now, obi a woti amemo asibi a wutie me enewie no. Mesremo, amemo enye exchange rate po. Exchange rate is one of the indicators of governance. Inti exchange rate nye bibia yemfa ne se e create adwuma exchange rate ye tell say in terms of exchange rate ya in create direct adwuma sa exchange rate in create direct adwuma sa mama yakoton ye color TV the yakoto black and white yampa mudi ebufuo bi ahye mutrim edi Ghana like them mudi them must say enkwada ache mudi oye neni or how abeto Ghana for so ebufuo tantan binti enne munche MPP for yebufuo tantan ya yekofa ye nanabo ache enne munche the NDC for the yeyen. And now, which part of Ghana is moving forward correctly? One, the bit me catch them say, just so yeah, security. There is nothing better happening in Ghana. And instead of us like knowing these things and getting serious, say, listen, we can't continue like this, no. Oh yeah, know we are concerning political party. Nenti enkwasia someone else no onipa na kwa kodi e say or kwa could defend it. And then there is something wrong with the mentality of Ghana. I now understand why John Dramani Mahama is the president. John Dramani Mahama is the only man who understands the minds of Ghanaians. Onim Ghana for Guinea. That is why I am a president. You know, I'm being honest today. In the Kufado's minds, he thinks Ghanaians want freedom, Ghanaians want money, Ghanaians want to develop. No. In Baomia's mind, he thinks Ghanaians need development, Ghanaians want to move forward. No, that is not Ghana. The only politician who knows Ghanaians, who understands the thoughts and minds of Ghanaians is John Dramani Mahama. Because he's the only one that says anything, does anything, speaks anything, and it still smells like perfume. As someone John Mahama Beka Yebebo Vuvuzela de Ajene Sono, MPP candidate that can say that it is not allowed. You are not allowed. Mahama can rise today and say, today I want to kill 10 people. Give me a gun. People would actually go and bring their family members. Go. Hey, today Mahama is trying to kill. Come, so that he will kill you. Come, Mahama wants to kill. Come, so that he will kill you. We will have people who actually devote that. Kill me because of Mahama. And then you ask yourself, what is the impact of me losing my life for Mahama? They are here Ghana no area. Feminia, NDC forward position. As someone no more can say mebunu peduma and mebunu nye jumenye. Samokai. And mebunu nye jumenye Ekufuado has not employed. Ekufuado is not employing the youth. This was the position of NDC. So they went home and thought of a policy, the all-saving policy. 24-hour economy. And as sloganarian as it was, a concrofo didn't say, Ampa say NDC ba, ye di bibi baba your friend 24-hour economy. Me babunu, menya jume biaye, na men sume kodi di mema me abosum sebe. Nanadu ye nipa bone wanfo bia dwumam nanadu na men na ye bre Ghana ye bre ni na ye nanadu ne ba omia na ye de John Mahama ba onu ye experienced teacher or ye experienced driver no or the niema betuto anim na what the adwuma ba ye friend 24-hour economy. One more ba mu no me pa cho munti arikudita me say I don't know what is wrong with Ghanaian mentality now. Me ya like me honam like my spirit are bread. Ima, my spirit is tired for the country Ghana. Like me crab bread. Like when nyansa we adwene na wo Ghana ni tirim na ya adwene ban ya den de nyame de ma obia na ewo mu ni bia na wo ye de anim na na se yen ya adwene na nyame de ma yen ye different be like I don't know. It's very, very stupid and idiotic. One, NDC came and told us, say, Ekufuado and Pankro for Edumem. Let's say, did we believe it? So we voted for NDC to come and help Ghana. No problem. NPP can be in power forever. So yes, if we think NDC to come, NDC has to come. Then Isaac Jimmy, see here. NDC for by Samokaya. First 2 weeks now, no almost say. And Chebiomoko ready budget. Nembom, they cannot. Yo, this is not me. This is NDC. If fresh, as someone make a way NDC, NDC for say. They said, say, Nanado and Fankro for Edumem. However, Omoba Bemuno, Omo who say, Nanado has overemployed. But some kind of press conference, no. Kwabena minta kando, ato forcing. But some kind. Kwabena minta kando, and it had to do with the nurses. As some making, it had to do with the nurses recruitment, you know. But some kaya. Please, Ms. Ramo, those of you who follow Ghana politics, Mokai say Omoba Bemuno, Kwabena minta kando nom. It could give you the reason why they cannot recruit nurses and workers in 2025. Felix, I had to contact me so that we can discuss some important issue, but I didn't hear from you. Oh, Mr. Noama, then please get me your contact again. Why? Meaning how you used to contact me, but please contact me and let's get it done. Why, Mr. Rewa? But Chadio, me patcho samokai. He fresh, good. Emily is okay. Time omo ba bem 2025 no. Omo be catch say. Now omo jene say. No, they said say. They had earlier said say. Nanado government had not employed nurses and workers. But they say no, the government no buy no more better say Nanado has overemployed. But this is a fact too. And I'm not saying it from Sebi Moon. This is the words of NDC. And I've given you 2 ministers at that press conference. Kwabena Minta Kando was present. The finance minister, Ato Forsen, was present. And other NDC MPs. Okay? What they said, Nene say, they cannot employ because His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has overemployed. Until your 1 year. Now, so do you remember? Let's give them 1 year so that they can employ the nurses in 2026. That is what the 2025 said. That is what the actual budget actually said. Ghana for Muntio. Good. And Uncle Dan. 1. Omo position no. Almost say Nanado and Fankro for Edumem. It's mom pamo Nanado a buy MPP. Mamon to Mabawumia. Na NDC Mra. No Mutume Fankro for Edumem. This was the argument. We NDC ni na u dispute we ya. Just distraction be keke. Now person we are now when in a woo and now person be admitting. But we all saw your ministers tell us that. Okay. We, the nurses or the government workers, are expecting, say, yen to me and fire Jumemu 2025 by 2026, no, na a binding naya form into a bit to me a day, a bind bit to my employee. Your friend no some cotton chain. A bind key policy. A bind key policy. Or the bedji. Aba ano di beji vote nene say sepr joma 24 hour queen obeya manye queen eduma bebu queen eduma wura queen bibia eduma queen eduma queen into omo ye eduma queen ni na Intinanka adia NDC for the kwa abatuom sanka ye ka nanka ye adwuma. Ya wo mu an wo mo se ye nya bibia ye frɛ no 24-hour economy. Ebe boama babunu bi e pe adwuma wo Ghana na etumi aye adwuma no. Na ne ho atɔ no. Me se me ye babunu a muntie me ye. Se me ye babunu a I would rather like say obi bema me adwuma aye na manye sika twa me bet than say ye be yi betting winning taxes everywhere. And no, I just say me winnie and samenya some faso, men winnie a minya some faso. But a juma de me twa bet you, men twa bet you, menya move faso. It is a me ye bebu no imagine that will be what I'll be fighting for. But no problem. And this are buying to me that I say I buy biba promise so 24-hour economy. Now when to me amount 24-hour economy no na ote betting tax ya uwini and yete so why identify sa. I don't know what is happening to Ghana. Maybe we are under some spell. Maybe ya mind penny for no meaning whether nanado whoever. Maybe obia koye boni bima at the bibi boni be beto Ghana so man fry ni because the air cost nyan sen nim. Minianom the air cost no nyansa enim bako say. Yamfa enosun kogun chain. 24-hour economy. Ye bisa hunsem ka hunsem sa ukan ye do atem. Yes, they frep my mami be professor yen so seden. Also 24-hour economy no enya from kwasiampa for because so we kwasiampa ni awadwene nya adwuma woni ntiase a wonte 24-hour economy ase. Hey. Ye wo hwa papa bi se afre ni budon o se afre de yenya impataku sisire mbrechire kafare bibia ye mfambom nkokọ ne nzabe nchire bi ni na nkoda mbom na nda ne tourist attraction na yemfa helicopter yemfa enam ne enuane emfa soro ne yemfa video tourist attraction budon Okujata block one abechina or 24-hour economy no the person training say President Mama Peso Sisi Airport our district capital nina esi edun kati o say well they say amobeba momre djuma najo said the be electricity ni be kwa from Philosopher achi a o say awachefo ne adokonofo e be 24-hour dokono to me ya no ebisa obi one cast when the say be wacha najo da na won anajo wache e be de pa. Yesterday be NTS 24 moment. You better 24-hour economy ni mu year. John Mahama nankasa ntumi ankyere na de. Da John Mahama year na dwene say okokasa about 24-hour economy. The first thing okan ye say enye novel. Ade na na dwene say ye foforo ye de ba no say enya de foforo. Na embom ye beboa na nkrofo atumi akọ bank anadwo. Na womo ko use 2 AM. Minim di womo de koye se ye koto abayinam o se ye koto dan yo onyankopon ko anenim. Eno nkoda nchen. Yada yenka bi nhyimu. Ana omo kofa aga bi ananim se box iron a ye di bidi agum. Utie. Ye kofa aga nanim a se box iron a ye di bidi agum. Abeka kire se 24-hour economy no formula formula 133. So if you go to the MPP people and they don't know what 24-hour economy is, tell them it is a simple formula. 3. I who some women say, not President Mahama to be born in sem. President Mahama to her born in sem. Edu baby, I see 24-hour and call. There's a side anyway, be youth in bakery. And mebuna betu brodo. Any tight, ni sweet bad. Yes, I feel crying. Cook uncles and getting an amompedia. Ye di nine back at home. It's move to me. I in nine. More mompe. And you move to me. I am preku. No, my in nine kakra. Namusumaniska. Namakoton. Namadi Ashimutum. And Yizu. Yes, yes. Yet in the 133. Same job. 3 shifts. 3 people. Emma MP before ye nim de ebeka say there be tie. So be crowd to me run shift here. A demand. Because me to way said dokuno na meton. Na minim sa me board dokuno 50 pieces a ebesa. Adan na me ko ha me ho ko bo 60 pieces wo be me nya to 4. And this for said there be that. One penny da. Genya kase be 24-hour economy no. Eno an ye de beto Ghana food today. Ato first be reading the first budget, sorry. Or be reading the first budget. Or say 24-hour economy no. We don't have a policy document for it. The okay, no. Selling welcome. The okay, no. We don't have any document for it. Now ye dia share ye papa gusitando nsa so onko ye maye. No problem. Etiefo. Gusitando ye friend de ne ba Parliament na on match dia waya or sit to be honest. 24-hour economy ne dia be den pa. Na sebio template ni book kura wo de be ye kura no wo mu ni bi. Which means say Ghana ni a who believe in that 133 no ya fa okwasia. MPP ni a woje sa 133 ni di ye no we aboa sebe. NDC ni a woje di sa wa ban ba the 133 aba no eyen kwase adwuma na wakoye gu no adentia because you say 133 no enye feasible. Eni ye jai na man ko ye. Ne busumi mu eni ye sign fregu sitando ya de ne ba parliament. O say ye na wotwe mienu. Ya ba obosome. Afei be kire ye dia 24-hour economy no baby amakoka edu. Because enche mu be ready mid-year budget. Gusitando say bie na no ose hwe enuanom ade ane de aye no. Se ye ka se ye be ye kra ye be hia $4 billion. $4 billion. Ehona me problem no one ne. Can them so life. $4 billion in order for every youth in Ghana to get a job to do. Say ye to me eya sa de na 4 billion na. Babunu bi a pay dwuma o Ghana bia na bebe nya dwuma ye. According to NDC4 and the understanding of 24-hour economy. Share and repost for me. Hey, Obapa Linda. Me na we dog me say baby girl. Inti 4 billion is what we needed. And na ye no MP before ni bi adwene click it say. Na ye ko IMF kra ko pe bosi and 3 billion. Na se government ya o policy ba ko pe. Ebe cost 4 billion and sa na ye huhun sunsanso de. Na emu be ye den. Ghana for ntie. Ye see aban papa ba. Cause ya $10 so. Na say ya $10 so de ya. Na nde na me expect say one year pesca e de atidwa e pesca de atade ebenyiska de aye. Unfortunately, yes see ya $10 so. Nanso esunsun sanso no Ghana for Equia for Edward for Ghanaian citizens didn't feel it in their pocket, except a few greedy ones. Bia woman na just say woman party wo hontino say I don't know enye kura obekwa akoka say ye and I know mo na mo champion. Afi hwa de ye woman who said dollar no I start say ye artificial intervention be ye beka ye no NDC for be catch patcho we so we NDC near tia enye ye ne yeka. When NPP first raised say more ye artificial mingling and now more mingle with the forex no. NDC for say they began from Montiamo. NPP before they are ya one went to me and ya nintina yasa one boa and I to is forcing and now to $1 na 1 city to 1 city. And now to adio, and now to near 1 man a pala, 1 pejane, 1 man a day, atuna why you yate. Now, yeah, can say at $10 see. Iron Ross was through because last year price I near ton iron Ross no, a cost through. Last year, price are near town, said cement, and a cosro. Price are near town that were a cosro. So, yes, $1 above from no problem. And the IMF, no World Bank, Bema, ye warning, say, dear. And this way, Major fans, Kakra, aye, beer. Now, the amo ye, and you any problem, Baba, the 2 gun and sick so. Because the amo ye artificial. Most Western de Gumu Wabra and Fabi Papa Biam Ghana. Yakoka, you know, and I'm back at you. Oh, Semen Korea. Hello? Yeah, also more live. Ade. Oh, I don't know, because I'm live. Okay, bye-bye. I think for more fan chemi. Why, Mr. Mo, more fan chemi. Call them. Now, unim. Ya kwa kachira mkrofo we say. I am a forker. World Bank forker. Yes, Ramo. Munja is artificial. We not sure mo fam kwase atem free o. Enya na kachira ba omianu mo se wo mo kwanya yi gold purchase meska meda ho. Sika beda Bank of Ghana ye be yusu. Yes, you. First, almost 1.5 million. No, me another 1.5 million. And no keke no, 3 million. Sorry, 3 billion. Patch me. First, almost 1.5 billion. And a chomo sambe another 1.5 billion. Nti anu ni me anu keke no. 2 quarters keke no. 2 quarters keke no. 3 billion. Afemumi ntie nyansa wa ha sei. Akwesi me metna se medada obi o. Me pese wunya the correct information. Ne hu aban mienu no dia order da ne dia obeboa. That is why I do this thing called political communication. Sure. One body woman sakobo reserve no mukra ye kano. No mu jina parliament and send the attempt say ato is forcing and ya. Ya ho ya for MPP for ya ho ya for dollar ni koye and ye jina na chese ye de me can only dia na ya sad time no one more per dollar ne dia ya adwuma kra na ye nya nti age se wo kwa abochi na wakoto dollar ye can san some when in Ghana for say hey still ato is forcing afehwe 2025 December Omoba power in January. Now, let me borrow the words of Opon Krume again. Show me your budget. I will tell you your priorities. Very simple. You show me your budget. I will tell you your priority. Why am I saying this? The NDC government is in need of $4 billion to establish one of the biggest policy they campaigned on and championed, the 24-hour economy. It needs only $4 billion. According to the message, according to the plans of NDC, say to me the $4 billion way, add the share 24 go, 24 nights, 24 club, 24 ashawo, 24 ya disichenche 24 no muni na kana mebuno yenya ye pesi ejina be got over time ye dwuma be sorry a club for dwuma be sorry obi abenya dwuma ye krono to be twa because eye 133 $4 billion. That's what the government of Ghana, John Mahama, decided to do. My main reason why I turned off my camera today. John Mahama said, So the $4 billion ebe share jumem. Na wo Ghana ni be buru na wo ko dina line mu konto kwani ade de man na ni be di president no. Enye adwuma ye de. Or the 10 billion. Jesus Christ. Hey, they say when I saw that news, I was like, what much did you say? How much did you say? 10 billion. Let me say, hold up. The same Bank of Ghana that told us, any face can be shemu, MP before now, and I'm a boy, your face can shemu, your face can shemu. And not yet the same, and hey, Ghana for Yamin Tiamoka, Sabato, we am family. Don Mahama pekron titwa mutin kumo mu ye nipa bone for Ghana for mu ye widi for Don Mahama pa on to ask the ngumu ni na so onkumu ko mutiri mu eden nka papa wa be hwe wo ma ebie one district one factory ama for the first time so we economists here we have enjoyed surplus, something we've never had in the history of Ghana. Abaina wetumi ama ene ye niama ni bebre local nti yankwa ama no ne na yakokra aba no yetu onu mo ye bone me kai se bra debt exchange program iba ene ye pekwan dia tete ye ho na nado aban ka se hwe eniama ni bia ye betumi aya ne Ghana no mamoma yankokra ma na ma ye tika no ho ye den e kire yen ye nya asami jamfi bronsam be yi bronsam ebe gina ho be ye press conference e edadifo mu sorry yo mo krania me fra mo no ni mu sorry yo na do se o ma mo krania ma mba enti mu nkoto abentia ho sami jamfi ye press conference ni wie ye na okwa asempa FM ni obi kokasa ya na obi omanya ye team bibi aya kra toothpaste ya kra we kra ya kra toothpick ya kra. And in my method that day no met one am say boy we and come wo Ghana and I come nim baby are not tia on and ka be sha da kotel maka chance from ne yanko meka che from ne yanko bo me awabo me me boy na ma boy we pa because that boy is a demon. That guy Okuja top blocker Sam George Philosophosu Kwachi, these are demonically incarnates, like they have been anointed to be demons. They have been anointed to be evil people of the world. Like they are so evil. O mine what na abine kase yesremu enema ni bi wo ho a dua wasoko dua de ye betumi aya ne Ghana mom yanya ne Ghana we ye betumi aya ne Ghana mom yanya ne Ghana no na same jamfi akoya press conference say Ghana gadufo mu sorry o na do dwuma firi mu nsem ena de na mo nkra bi mframa no ne ma o same jamfi ya press conference ni wie ye in less than 1 hour okotena asempa FM a same jamfi asem wo kan say obi o man na say bibi ayakra and eduawa ayakra. The same person was there bastardizing the government say adan no stop microphone ayakra before na say bejina say ayakra do adan Ghana for why. Sister Ellen, sometimes I give up on this type of mentality because it makes you feel like, so why are we even doing politics? Because these guys are so shallow-minded, they follow and do anything you tell them. It does not make sense. Oh, the Asempa Nabo, 24-hour economy, we have 4 billion. We are buying who badaye man nurse fu etifie a teacher fu etifie and mabune egu aboso kai and mabune egu agbogloshi and mabune egu sabi sekendi Takura de market 1 year egu sabi Cape Coast market 1 year egu Volta region my year omodi omani 24-hour economy, so all they needed was 4 billion. John Dramani Mahama with his evil incarnates with the bay for dom now what say say Ghana no sound a weak sound a wook for now what ya bay for kwada brunsam asra yen wo say yen say Ghana what ya no or so Ghana ni na ukoto abama no no wini twa asidi selling sorry yeah not sometime yeah am here so utie. What do I back on my John Mahama? We say, who 24-hour economy? No, John Mahama said, men control say, we three so. So what the $4 billion? ebe se adwuma ma wo Ghana ni wanya adwuma aye de kwasia kodi uni John Mahama se kodi uni no no o de sa bia na be che den wo de be che dollar mu a wonya so mfaso se o this scandal be che se bi o prebiasa that 24-hour economy na enkrani papo benya adwuma ye efo koblan benya adwuma ye agbesi benya adwuma ye agoji benya adwuma ye 24-hour economy just need 4 billion. Mahama, knowing how stupid his supporters who voted for him are. Mahama, knowing how dumb the people of Ghana who voted for him are, he decided to say, so the 4 billion be create a Juma there because on your magician one with Juma or catch your first time when Tiwa Boa or Sanko to Abama. Or catch will say, Mu University no crano and the Afasian Pafo ne APA any experience I had the Ombe Juma. I who some woman is a Afasian Pafo na Mahama Frey no. Graduate Unemployed Association for now was 1 year magician no. Nanadu we didn't need Nanadu be before Nanadu na 1 year papa no. But me for 100,000. Some unquay Juma. John Mahama near to me and said, or better Sawo Ghana ni would that Ghana ni Babunu or that channel, or so they are called stabilize the city. Said dollar swap. And you're 4 billion, $10 billion. Fanny said 24-hour economy, per estimation, no. Now a be creating 1 million jobs, keke. I'm just saying. My projection was higher, but I'm just saying, say, every 1 million jobs, just 1 million jobs. So, offer 10 billion now. 4 billion, I will move 2 times. I'm a nickel 2 billion there, actually. Meboa, 10 billion. No. Inti se John Mahama mpono. Se atete apan samoa se enye kura no. Sa junipa bi woni mu a anka the first 6 billion e ko share dollar ni mu no anka 4 billion ne de we be create 24-hour space na ama wanya adwuma ye me won say we ejimi fo won say we de otan ehi ebufuo eneto aba enti an ono ne ka sepre so won anye biere na aba no nye ne foko na de ya ne say Wubisa John Mahama Juma 1 ma wa Juma no babu ne. What if they say the only way we wa ma mo betting tax into only way we. Udie. If they say no one aso for na ekobo. Udie. Oni aso for ekobo se wa mo nsa ne nkom na ondi 30. Ena okwasia. NDC ni supporter boa Jimmy Oda propagate is even though John Mahama didn't give me 24 hours, that I know my life would have been better, but it's okay, let him go for 30 because it is party 30, so let him go for 30. Wow, boy. Obi Ojune said John Mahama. So we are so no, I didn't so for this. I'm crassing for Charlatan for no more for Mokwasi uncle. Obi a wudina wa or Peppa B said John Mahama should continue. Ewo bra niama enum nti wugina so de koto abama no no ye mu ba kwa wa boa enya politics na wo ye ujimi. That is not politics, that is you being a fool. Felix Konsian Krema mema 50 Cedis na mako wa mame the next day Felix Konsian Kremi enu mema 20 Cedis na mako wa mame na the next day na masen aba na eno so mako because me ya bu enti na me de me consume the also don't farm me. What's now my John Mahama the 24-hour economy? Akwa friend na see abeye na nimu say yi say sebe sura abofo bi a sebe o wadu Sodom and Gomorrah ye mi ano ebe jina ke kan kwase ase na ton kwase anyom na onu de adi ni sikedi afa yemfa 24-hour economy no ma yesi eni bi ma o Jimmy We be fight say 24-hour economy ni bi beba na wanye biya no. O kwasia we wani munti. We could not say Mahama go for third term because Reverend Allahu Alabuka say so ko third term. Some say there's something wrong with us. Muti, there is something strongly wrong with the mindset of Ghanaians. Ya jene no problem abem. We in politics. Eye wa na wa sheda say omma wadwene enye adwuma. John Mahama so benya 10 billion. $10 billion. Edi so dollar mu wabra unya ho mfaso. Anka sa 10 billion no obetumi afa mu 4 billion de asesa wabra boy bie sa 24-hour economy. O da so to say Mahama nkotete. On say wo kwase. Enya atembidi na mididi wo usu oban no wadwene na enko ebosi. Adwene ne ntumi expand. Adwene ne hu NDC kala nko a. Adwene ne hu say my party is in power. That is all you are seeing. As I adwene for development, you are not thinking smart. Adwene ne nyadwuma. I need 4 billion as a government to you. Me here 4 billion. And again, I'm able to be brave. Pay you my. Say me to me, that's 4 billion now. That's a 4 billion now. Make to me the policy be a friend a 24-hour economy. 133. It be create jobs. Ama Ghana for and mebunu any Ghana for a wallpaper so I'm obeying say omobeye juma. Also say 4 billion no on fanshim. Bear in mind the who create this 24-hour economy so the more a mebunu ebeye juma no the more taxes a beba wo government na ma government when is can you smarter na. Dollar no is not creating jobs for me. Because those who trade in dollar no buy or beton their jiska. Mania juma made in jiska ni bidia koto adie na dollar for na kokraban. Ni bisam se menye juma na mi niska. So dollar for no eba form no mutu me do confirm ya man ba ska be na me de betobi. Me am enye dollar na me de trade ska be na me de betobi. Opportunity cost. You see the sense we don't adwene na ye man in adwuma no. And until John Mahama believes say or the 4 billion ebe share adwuma na ma babunu enye adwuma ye to cure unemployment. One, to cure the insecurity because when nye adwuma anya obekwa akodi bone obekwa akoye dia enye. Two, because when nye adwuma anya ebe tempt no ama na ye idle hands find things to do. 3, 4, say akwada ni nye adwuma ya obetua ne the coda to the society for the development with taxes and stuff obetua nti abana nkasa no oho beto from investing 4 billion into what? Into the 24-hour economy. You decide to say you will rather invest $10 billion. Yeah, first na mo say enye no correct. And the Bank of Ghana and funny enough, you will see people like Professor Jempo, Martin Pebu, and those people they bring on still defending this government. In telling me besides and as uncle for na jene be na show mutrim wo munyansa na ewe he would be a buyer what that mebunu say wo be 24-hour economy among afeye buy say 24-hour economy na be cost $4 billion. No problem. Na abuy na $10 billion. 10 billion o 10 billion no one fan ko share adwuma no 4 billion or say otua ama ye dia compare adwuma will be mine so because they are all crania mano or cocrano warehouse in Tinkrofo be adwuma one year be park here, 1 year be chichire, 1 year be box ni ade inti koma broni na wonu adwuma bu woni krom no koma broni ni mu anya adwuma woni krom mo. Why are we doing this? Seriously. Say we crack 10 billion. Make me the 4 billion. I'm a prime idea. My number one issue. I'm the idea 24-hour economy. 4 billion bit me. I'm an IE. Man, you so I'm fine yet. Baby. But rather, I spent 10 billion for $1 artificial holding that is not going to bear me any fruit. Ghana for a day. Ghana for a day. Mr. Ellen, and then your day I made a back, Beja. Me share some story and I'm say, let me just come and talk about it. Me. And then your day is the Baba me and I'm saying no, because I was just reading the story and I saw say, Bank of Ghana finally admits says $1 now. Omo yen sa na fi do ma jatum say artificial. I feel the one who said $1 no more and then baby papi be amre. Now with the $10 billion. No, this time, do you know what $10 billion? I live in Canada. $10 billion? Uh-huh.
Then governor of Bank of Ghana. Or by the near brain to say that changes in the politics. And she can almost go when dollar no emerald. What the matter of Okaje say he's looking at the long-term development of Ghana. Now dollar no obey to me at the about 8 cities. But on yet it is a MYN. More mining economy make kai eventually go back on
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So a person $1 by 8 cities, he can do it, but he will not do it because MYN. Also, I say a copper block, I say me copper blocks, let me even extra fine. Now me the command. If you say no only no more oil, no one talk about me, they knew what they were doing. 10 billion, yeah, $11 point something.
I knew.
And then I'm 10, or 10 11, or 10 I'm 12, or 13. Ujai city no. Nene not no 14, 15. Wow.
Yep.
When the private bring their problem was almost import, not export. Not export, import. Our problem is say anything in a far. Said na 20 cities cry na ni plan to me. I am a plan in a open it. Say na 20 or 5. And so it wasn't really say education. Almost the education let it be stable.
Yeah.
And only means you buy I think for a very long time after COVID, you didn't need COVID as somebody by me. But you didn't manage your $1 very stable at a point. Mobile and Sabuapa. The politics in tea. Chrono, she can't be saying now for economy. Chrono, tea. What is that 10 billion? Our flagship program, 24-hour economy, you're doing here 4 billion.
4 billion.
If you are next year, I thought the next year from movie. Mupra woman, so yen Chiamuka. Now, why would you say some way? I don't want to say. See, your sister Ghana, she come and grow. Some of them come one from because we for diploma.
Of course.
10 billion.
$10 billion. Oof. No more money what 10 billion is. Oh, they say they are. I don't think they do. They say I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
This year was bad. Next year when you back Papa, when you get when you back, yeah, if you said next year. Now, MPP are buying. Answer. Your money relief. Say I can't confidence and some may near my go through your we live 2 years. Next year now, so. If you apart from say you do dollar over 10 billion because they will have to still put in more money.
Yeah.
You better start here, and when I'm moving, and this year I am to Akabia Chicago Field. Well, many brave. Now next year, credit test the member, I can't for about a job seeker. If you are not copying for anyway, me, Mama, I buy me opposition, mammy. It's me watching because it's me baby. And so I'm a caught to a pay. Abai papa bay, secret, go for you.
But Sister Ellen, and you ever been called ye, mammy? Sister Ellen, there be care, Menty Bibiase.
Yeah, too, go.
Meba, sorry, Meba. Mr. Minty Bibiase, Sister Ellen, and you may be coso, and then the mammy the mammy saw light, no. The mentality of Ghanaians. I deal with Mentias, Sister Ellen. The Mentias, and they say. Asemi abe eye no kre NDC forecast o mo be 24-hour economy ampa o mo ka se o mo be hia 4 billion and then wo mo se 24-hour economy no ye ntumi nye ye niska enu nti NDC ni me NDC ni de I was expecting say the 24-hour economy will come so that I can get a job to do. Unfortunately, my government is in power 1 year. He has actually said that he cannot employ me this year and next year coming. He cannot. He has made it known in his own budget. I'm an NDC person. It is going to go against me. I love NDC, but that decision is going to hurt my livelihood. However, I still believe that I have to defend it, even though any pramino still mean defending their kumino. Okay? No, I'm like, no, only be Mr. Marcus, there's something wrong with Ghanaians, especially NDC for no baby abubadam esunagro. Baby abubadam. Yo, no, seriously, NDC for no baby abubadam because it's selling. It is my government, all right, but action now, my government need take you know. Me. It is the that's what I'm beginning to believe. I don't think it's about development. But that is very stupid. Yes, Nana could be afternoon. But aye.
Nothing new under the sun. Everything that is happening has happened before. In Nippon Rebecca 2008, NDC they are dealing by a friend one-time premium for NHIS. Who did this pass? So NHIS now President Kufuor banner every year they see a friend say insurance premium. No more the one-time NHIS in premium. Put your back one with you. Yeah, money pay big debate. It became an issue of Yasimu fund and the tier insurance premium one time. At the year back to NDC about 2008, 2009 to 2012, went to me 2012, you're the free SHS by. Yeah, NDC forces there be possible. What they can do is improve the quality of education. I mean, all of you should remember these arguments. What happened? Did we get the quality education or not? For instance, 2017 going, 3 HSCM to me, it was executed. 1 district, 1 factory, it was executed. A lot of these things were executed. But then again, here they came with the idea of 24-hour economy. Now, let's look at the 24-hour economy very well. What is the level of productivity in Ghana? It can sustain a 24-hour economy. Okay, civil servants, throughout the day and the night, no problem. What are they going to do? A Juma Bain and a Nipan or why? Remember this. For example, take the, in Ghana, the biggest employer, the civil service, government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why never maintain process document bank
and
process yeah, and you see 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy. Of course, there are some areas where there is a natural viability. Nobody can do anything about it. For example, filling stations. But the problem with filling stations is not that the filling stations do not want to work overnight. The problem with filling stations is security. Filling station be or baby or baby or send who has a policeman and a police for the 2 no more protector more by the store any idea. There are natural areas, night class there, yes, that makes sense. The night market you would diagram the whole night themselves. Great. That one it is there. But to say that you are going to put the whole Ghanaian economy on 24 hours, that is clearly a day. A copy of a draft bill the Parliament. Bank of Ghana amendments. Amendments from we had a certain law that said that you cannot go beyond 5% of the 10% of what you did the previous year.
5%.
They are going to amend all of those things. To make sure that the government, number one, can continue to borrow reliably on the Bank of Ghana. Number two, they are going to weaken the independence of the Bank of Ghana and make it have to take decisions from the
executive.
Yeah. There are issues. The unfortunate thing is that some of these things tend to be very technical. And then to explain it without what in communication you call the noise. What will, the confusion that comes in, the people who don't understand the matters who just come and confuse. And are difficult. But to say in the energy sector, for example, you can see that they are looking at a takeover of Springfield. And all the issues are like the Springfield. And I'm betting you say Springfield. I'll bet with everybody that it's to and I have my reasons why I'm saying that to go to ENI. And I tell my 30 years, so you buy so far, I think 4 times. NPP first year, 2017, all the way up to 2018, even. We've actually reduced electricity bills by over 3%. So that diagram said I think I have all of them there. The increases that they're doing, they are laying the groundwork to be able to sign more take-or-pay agreements. As I'm making, would you be out of it? Would be mark my words. At 2026, 2027, they will come with new take-or-pay agreements that will be signed, which will make sure that in various sectors of the economy, is towards number one, artificially keeping the dollar stable. Because artificially keeping the dollar stable because yes, a dollar number form. So no be can. And so no money that a born a control and say a born is stable. But dollar number form into what is happening. But say dollar number form into what is happening. Those who are capable, like Omomoya analysis now, the who said there are so many gaping holes. But the better thing, acquire says and baby drone MPP for Nankasana. Young Kasana because of focus on our internal politics near the our internal issues are dividing us to the extent that you see on top one more important to us
outside
which is unfortunate because someone to do more say because someone who say attention when you see on top one is they are getting a lot of things through because they believe that we will not be able to unite to be able to fight back at them in this period. But then you have the best and coupons. Onyankopon to Nyankopon ni enam no. Obeki ye dada. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Nana me that's the palm. Said I'm gonna be aboko there. You aboko. Okay. Yeah.
Amen.
Marcus. Yes, madam.
I just said to me, what's up? Why? Issue statements be on Mahama table.
Okay.
I mean, send them out here.
About you. Mbabe Sande.
Uncle Mosquito will try to be a banana.
NDC for the Omon Connection. Can
we try to be, but
you tell my feature.
why we try to Sakura? Oh,
one Kai said General Mosquito also sorry so called thank you to. Who did you not tap
Madam Deputy Secretary was once. The Bizarre said to Mobaham and see look at Jabba by Blackburn or the Yagimi, Yabama Mahama, what that them. I'm sitting at them in the Emma show.
I may, yeah. Milodu. Sir Marcus.
You see, for me, from what?
Oh, and yet, maybe I
these are the issues that MPP should be able to capitalize on. Unfortunately, Yankasaya internal battles near I pay attention so much. We are dedicating all our resources. Hey, Papa.
Nana go be. Nana mami ka seven chow. Nana mpacho mami mbramu kakra. Nana mpacho mami ka seven bako. Nana dia wo kan yi wo. Oh, alright. May ni ntia wo. Afere amoti ana asela amonti wo.
I saw voice no.
I'm friend thing. Bluetooth na me use na. But they are not making say. As my mama make can be back cool. But we dem sremo. Nana Kofi na o can be say. Internal no. Abeje ye yadwene na de. The issue nene say Nana say MPP for nya capital. Oh, political capital. Na yes say ye be ye pepe. Na one camp aba osiminie mwetia menai so. Ena minie obi ambubu me bawre. Ena mina minie ena mena meke epuo. So we have no choice but to go respond to that. Because we kept a blind eye to it 2023. It was played back as a campaign message to us. Ye na nkasabi ye nya message said ya uke na Kofi. Ena ye ni na ye kuta one front. And a year prosecute to a yoke, but I'm not going to be honest to yourself. Apart from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and I'll be specific. Apart from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, which of the aspirants have you heard on any platform saying, say, NDC Abaya Nadia and answer NDC Abaya you say? No, they are not even defending their own record. They are not even defending the MPP record. And you know that. The lesson I've learned in MPP is that internal politics is way more dangerous than MPP versus NDC. If you watch and check my camera, never spoken on any internal political matter. I have never taken any side when it comes to internal political matters because I've come to realize MPP internal politics. Say, you see, I'm saying this to move a certain point on perhaps the young people like you, there are various people across various needs what I say. When all this is over, perhaps we need to start looking at the creation of a think tank that is focused on the party. So that when the party goes to war within itself, there will be a body that will continue to keep the fight and take the fight to the opponents. Yeah. That is Yeah. Taking a side, I will never take a side because support your candidate. And this is one thing I've learned. Who support your candidate? Somehow people take these things very personal and they will come for you. And now we need now feel so everything is okay. It was just party politics and they will come for you in ways and means. You will never understand. So that is my stand. You should begin to focus on using all these platforms that you have created to come to the aid of the party and build a united front. Send me a pay, yeah, we can keep the pressure on the NDC. We are them. I think the NDC one, they will not go and say, so we should give them priority or privilege over ourselves. We are NDP, our blood is blue. We will be the ones who have to define ourselves and fight our own cause. Until the we should prioritize coming together and putting up a united front. And I've had the privilege of working with all of them. Dr. Baumia, every single one of them. I've had the privilege of working with them on a very close basis. It's very painful that our party is at a point where we are not able to come together and have backroom deals, backroom agreements that will ensure that some of these things will stop and we can present a united front. Hey, yeah, Papa, but 31st and just a couple of days away. So my hope is that all of this will end very soon and we can move forward. All right, Mate. Mr. Marcus, but of how they brand uncle.
As usual, you look at some of the offshore propaganda thing because one of the reasons
Nane no ama me patro message me why. Nane no ama hwetwe baby obenya me na message me patro.
We from one district, one factory, 321 na Benue, the Eswa government or started, out of which over 100 between Waya and think Juma na Ebana Ebamagana for ya. Thank the Miski, between Tibiashi. This year, as at 2022, Zipline was employing 500 people. We are sure that by now they are more than that. You can't pay 170 million for all of its operations to the extent that you want to close it down, and yet you have an excess of 10 billion, which you are just doling away. You are just splashing it into the economy. It has no effect. Say NDC, another Ghana, especially the neutral ones. Now you were lured into thinking that Obama and Yansefubia. This is the time for you to revise because anyway, Felix, Papa, for a developing country to just have $10 billion.
$10 billion, so $10 billion.
10 billion. When this amount can transform this economy. And more on the basis of more NDC fund, you have always maintained that more papas and NPP fund. And you were able to convince some neutrals into thinking that more babaya deported. Now say Ghana for now what about more that be agenda 111 hospitals are wasting 90%, 75%. As you can just get 10 million on an exit a whole project. Almost 100 projects are Ghana for doing this cash. You can't even give them 100 million to inject into such a project. Help to employ necessary working if you, but you can have 10 billion. 10 billion. Not at the economy. As we speak now, she can educate tomatoes in a bunko for Rosino Bunkofo, iron rods no bushran or cement no bushran or ordinary is not yielding result, it's still SFA. And then a visa on what basis? Reason why what they had about the antenna way. Are you there to help Ghanaians or you are there to punish Ghanaians? What is their motive? Ghanaians are not benefiting. So what is the essence of it? What is the essence of it? Na ye NPP funa sabi ebufu baya mayam kwankwoto aba as we speak today in the empire kesi ibino why am I doing there until they have their way. They are bent on destroying the party. Yes, Morocco did it. Say NPP need now by now when you on board and we want to extend this kind of reasonability courtesy to even the NDC people, especially the reasonable ones. Mr. Mahama. And look at the way I'm thinking. Yesterday I was watching TikTok. NDC, they were complaining.
Oh yes. So
if we want to go by their words, because this NDC government, this pathological liars, if we don't punish them, in the midst of all of this confusion, agony, pain, and bitterness, they are rather pushing for an agenda of the most incompetent, reckless, insipid government leadership we have ever had to contend with. Just 1 year into your governance, of all the promises, of all the good things, look at what you are doing. And then you are not even Ghanaian, you are thinking of having a death. You are interested in removing a chief justice. You are interested in causing chaos in your own country and not being able to even cater for normal Ghanaians. And I will finish by saying that if your whole project, flagship project, will cost you 4 billion, and yet you can't have that 4 billion dedicated. This one is not like you don't have the money. You have excess 10 billion. You can't have 4 billion for your own project that you said so that Ghanaians can benefit from. On what basis will you think of voting for this government this year? In the Bavaris Meadow Assembly this year, we must learn from this and then be united and vote massively for Dr. Baumia so that our chances will be bright. Our chances will be bright, and Ghanaians will see that we are ready to take over the mantle again. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Marcus. As Antoine Chayan quick.
Mr. Felix, met your name, but you put in an order for.
Me do so.
Maybe Mekaka na me omati. More was no more be a party in the room. Young Kaboom. Because party no sabi. Yamfanka bumu ama ya kwese party ni nchichemuno ababeka abe DNA. Free to usu no time. Bisia nebri ya ni apie ya yeke. Ben kan kwechiri kura Mr. Felix, the year 2012. I'm watching here for party nimbi.
Oh, okay.
Now Bekaya Omuba Baye, Ombe rally, campaign or Ashanti region, no year rally or Master Sports Stadium. That time, no. There was a chaos in NDC. But Omutuni Negui at that time, no. Omutuni Negui. Even at that time, the Rollins no on support to the flag bearer. But or to Negui. Every day, actually, we MAHAMA was posted in Commander posted you. And me in our body. So at that time, maybe make a crack, what question is said. The group of dear NPP, yes, Ramo. Yeah, Munche be big country NDC for no. Munche through more and Kaboom. Mamunkushia Chrono. Mamunkushia Pubo. Mamunkushio Maza Nibi. So I can hear Dibu Maya NPP. Then NPP in 80 years said the Enka, NDC years or Ghana na. Katabri Casa Ghana to say Dubai. Made me free party that was 2013, yeah. And I remember joining NPP. Because me can be for NDC who I mean in the America. If you ever ceremony, a group baby, omu a total do or no more, and some womb, but Omujai no matter MPP for. Omujai no matter MPP for because when himself, almost one woman some more want MPP for Befani at the campaign at Yawo. Yes, we are the Yantisa. Yeah, there was a backup near Yatatu woman, near Danny at Taki. Dr. Baumia will be any abris will be attacking. Would you money better yet? Untimin to Dr. Bauja. This on one cat, Uncle Bill. It's about time. Also, the NPP no. Fakumapa, the BDH, near your campaign, near Naya, what you crew are near Famra and Magana, and BB could Magana Dinkunim.
Okay.
Yes, Ramo.
You,
Mamma, Yapamocho. When you other candidates, you know, me, Dr. Baumia. There is no way I'll bet me your platform, yeah, me taki other candidates. Maybe I mean, say, me, and this year, Mamunu, and I make what come once. Anytime I make what on me at their move. And now, me buy no big $10, $dollar, and no quabuche 13.45. And then, as we maintain NPP communication things, no, will be a fair, no. Yes, someone I'm call radio swap, and this is forward, if you want one, or more radio swap. And yet, the present and the more no more can one do more than ever. Or better than the you will be present and the no better one, no more full, no more can. It is a ceremony. More when you find call radio, so no. More Muslim from agenda.
yeah.
Yes, ceremony be move on what I call Yapamucho.
You.
Yes, ceremony media me many British pan American because I party no where a man before or no Ghana, so do Ghana and 1 minute said you will see Pineno.
You.
Yes, ceremony be the mammy, who I yes, Muko radio swap, yet I am Moonfa, Moamo agenda, Mamun Fowl, be a Mamu Cotidia. Friends say journalists and almost one Ashanti region. Journalists there 20 or Mato. I mean, yeah, when we name the American Mr. Felix. Because Madame Fuya, as one constituency deputy secretary, meaning the Oka.
Okay. All right.
Yes, be
all right.
Communicators, no, yeah, Muno Munkasa, Mupa, from agenda. Mupa party agenda. Mamu could see Omodian or Modima.
You.
Messer Mona Madam.
You said that's a pass, Antimadi share. Lady C. Aliko Dangote.
Uncle Marcus and Brother Pheasant, Michio,
yeah, you're so pa.
And this is Sunday, Campa and I say, who see me what will come in Iowa.
I knew 10 billion.
Yeah, can't Cabo menu. In Cabo, yet, MPP for your boy, papa, your fire platform swap. Yeah, can you and let's say platform anywhere. Yakoka NDC for once. Yeah, some doctor Hunsem. And the year can send a bit me a marketing doctor. But here's a situation now the platform based near the doctor, any Samira Siho, and the Adana for support the kitchen cuckoo. And on the man sometimes, the answer you want, let's say about the very event. Now, when I did the almost doctor in the Iranian Pomsa, and you're right. And you're right. This time, I may just send you radio now, which means a bold, a challenge you. That's the part that was up to control. I mean, count no more up to control. Because on proper way, they say you face your with full vigor. Because then this is one in your moyen, and yet John Mahama over and I me patron to Marcus. In your partner Mahama for this week, your Omar speech one.
I Katana. Anna.
This time I hear Mahama for this week.
Think Kata.
1 year he's managing Ghana. No, he said he's 16 Ghana or something. Maybe Mahama no meaning a few. So I really have no idea what he does with himself. What is not baby normal speech just in his 1 year, just or Bonafaso.
Dr. You and Crash on own young time. I'm between the general.
The way Papa no born one abasu when Mama crack meanwhile also she. It's a man copina cocra diabetes or diabetes Facebook all lies. You've not done anything. Since here is set agenda now, Mahama, all forces or person or banner. Me the chair. Since here, no, again, why here? Obey me, I can policy way, na me this too, and me buy my implement it. It's more share, no, na move vote me for a third term. Policy Saudi Banya, wouldn't she? And one in coupon kitty, I would go. You can't say, come if you have folk, man. Say, how many people now they call you for your name? Any part that who fire with the who better tune or ream, any part about 45 Cedis. Who buy and one is our best stand down a Japadina, the Amaunia Bema. Now, someone like Krona, Mahama, or person building or down and away home. There be a mechanic, Mr. Obed build this monarchy, no bonds, Napoli so big that. Uncle so, Obed build the monarchy, no, aunt Napoli so big that. Because woman, Shamcropo, a nipa wabe geomedi, not Shasanya won't waste the Ghana sika. Shasanya won't waste the Ghana sika. Dollar, no, be the Uncle Marcus, so I'm that one. No be this $1 na edebionya wa man no sipuna. Dollar no yenitano emfaso ben no yenya. Or the interest in food soldiers no. That's all he's doing. Nyodi ya ni said the crop one better say dollar back from dollar because that is all they know. Who can they also dollar back from petrol back from everyone for their platform so this emu buaye for anwa buaye for. Oh, doesn't mean what the mentality of these people are. I don't know. Meaning the caliber of people they are. Mutiro or mine one so mine one yet thing. And so who could not be the annual Mahama said, meanwhile, Papa in Yashi. And Tigana Sikabe Brevena Papa, all squanders and Ghanaians. Are you happy? More and this before no. Mona Motifi and Amuni to my yo. 24-hour economy. And I am that if you think the government is going to bring any money to put into the 24 hours, and you are in the dreamland.
Yeah.
Okay, so almost bomb semo.
That's
Almost bomb sem. Oh, daddy. Vampire pass 2028. Onyankupo on kaya.
Yes.
Oh, we are mobile body on fanchain.
Yeah.
Oh, beyond what the iron bonnet, so you put to from all fanchain. Not MPP party Nimra. MPP party by this time. You're not sure, say, NDC, power.
At all.
Because party and bar. Calamity says, Ubana Petronis, one Kunipa Bebre, Ubana car, upon accident now, and Pala 17, no money in Abu Brown. Now, who would there would be at a crack of bar 8, and no, the also way. Then, Mahama buying some better, wash it. Alata for ya, Master Shaw, my big way. Some George or Cassette, or Peso yet, or introducing new card, no. Or Peso yes, our card, the normal farm. Edim register
foreigners, that's all. Smart woman.
No more to about 2028.
That's smart.
That's the full secret. And one thing I'm not supporting me. What can crop or transporting my unnecessary business, human trafficking in the Ghana for complaining. John Mahama said, if you move down, you better go for your kukumo. Hey, only one and 3 more, I didn't say.
Ben, I mean.
Oh, there be. So Mahama to my do.
There be. That's it. That's it. No. Samuel. That's what I see. Samuel, okay? I'm to home. Sammy, okay? Samuel, okay? So Mike Nakasa. Mr. Samuel K. So Mike Nakasa. Yes, you should be. I'm at there, yeah.
It made an atipani or ba radio. You could draw the Catania again. Michelin. Now, Pacho, there can never to attend. Me, your mamma, any idea in an Mimbremu, in my way that from 2012, in my way that I feel within a short time, we are polishing to say, Angel Beer, you won't first to be crowded. I was shocked. 2024, I was shocked. I didn't know the way I see it. Now, I'm in here. MPP communicators. You need them so I'm waiting. I can't be the crowd. Don't go for some that time. Not nine tiffy. And the young shady ecosi. Since here, you know, internal way, Faber and Shipukra, you be you. The young Cassia, Uko, we see, Uko, we see. You son of Pacumba. Enkinyamia adumna kwetowa wisi meko yo nyamia adumna duru hono mo de wa usisi se wo pese oba no what wa ba ma no tia ye boya wo ma ni ade de sanyama we insult ni so nsem bi aye keka kire ye wo nyamia adumna ye yi ni papa ako a wo enwini ni de wo ka kire wo nya no wo be de no wetimi kura akọ support no ebi sa time no so a ehia obi a wo ye ni papa ako ye ni patu ye all hands together let me the building and say to the be a ye and ye pesi a team position now on your back on can say yami adumna ye ba ye more be sa near kind and go forward send your MPP take over ye more baby within a short time you free it's me pamucho those kind of insult na ye binimu ye ne de okay. They do one more nipa will support on what one man. As someone such a tia, Ben Kuna Bina, in your support. In front of Bina, in your support. May a woman because President Kufo, former President Kufo, can't say a yes, obey a messenger in a government in power, than General Secretary in opposition. It makes a lot of sense.
Oh. Some George and Joe network.
Family Kobe, BSS, Umisi down Cramalinde. And yeah, there's that particular party that come and look to make good in order to Obama. By a moving a therapy, I'm putting years I go and I'm crying to me because I will crowd. Yeah, you am crying vote. I bet you crack vote. Yeah, be. And so, money idea detach, it is 2024. Any idea, you better about me pray and let me be seeing a number. Now, the side of the idea, and we can't say me dear Kirimpoa, and come into a bath. Me think I'm going on the 6th December. I realized on the 6th December, and care Buye because of when you may be not here, oh, baby, we do on better about. Ye cook, ye cobompa you. Almost say the Drew Barber show. Me, or any. A G obi a no wo area ni mu anu ni nam so enye bibia ye mpa bo ne do nkomo boya me bibia ye ko dia the time no ma komo wabom omo nkomo wabom a we be da ba ko dia say nti ye MPP for yo any some enye me bi yo be sisi me no ye mo se dollar ba fom me dey me se me pekura mo ka se dollar na be 5 ni e fan compare that time no enye ma prices the in a was $1 maybe 5. That's $1 was 17 and now 20 let prices cheaper than a now. I will do 5 now.
Oh.
Okay, but can you want woman me or one year she and one is almost in a lot of things or you bet me various platforms in I bet me can send degree. So yeah, in fact, you move the area. You will find dear to the moment.
Mate.
You bring it being one more than I could never grab one thing. You said the ecosi, service MPP, and it is no idea. Open at a be a who will be office in Poa. In show club of Bian goes with his own MPP. I won't come keke.
You,
Mate. Mr. Media Madame, Mamma, or platform which in the area, Yanam or no, me say, position be a MPP government to be me on frame, me a transit driver, but I'll drive that woman because I like the courage in boldness. Lama, I the Cassandra. That means you know, enjoy any of the face and any panels no be soon to us.
Me that's the pan. Edu, can one of my last. Yay.
Or a small, but Maso made the oil bed too big. Yeah, you know what I said. Or the actually be
or the ones
number. You know that actually be not the ones. I don't find the baby. Man cannot try to how is it? So who no move through and no map.
No.
When you boat, in your boat, the young country. You baby were you know, Madam Martin now. I'm not to be now you what on some problem.
Damn pepe. Mate. All right. Edu. Fadi Abra, Namen Fat and Nadu a good year. I'm sorry, someone him saying in your program, and then there may be trail muka.
John Dramani Mahama, I will hold me on. PBDI. Natena or Payen. Ghana, dear, we are with the OD 3 million. I am sitting Kitimo. And sitting Kitimo now, yes. Yes, I make a Kitimo. I need that so I have Sabano, the delegate, a mistake. And to Abano, and found one to a man to a mother of Tabamuta. And when I cut John Dramani Mahama, beg say,
thank you, lady.
Because the country of America say, delegate to Abadima, Canada, Japan, contract Abudua, Nana, the down for the man, Yapa Kennedy. Also, I say, you were caught. Debbie, or Kayasa. It is yet to Abama, sanitary building. I yet over Kawonko. So Dr. Mamuto, the 30 before to Abama, Dr. Mamuto, John Dramani Mahama is being copied. The one like John Dramani Mahama being the stream said, obeying Akuma Musa, oh, yeah, a Juma. And the minister, no obey your mind, she can gain or Muji or Muja. Because one person no, and people not near who are 2016, and yet the same people in ever. It's just before we say Muji. Well, be a mistake if you obey them. Well, be a mistake if you obey them. But see, a 2 Abano, I demand will be second in Japan. At the point here, John Dramani Mahama, the third bill, so they say, or better talk with the Uko court. See, a chicken is to pay. I told you, I think it's a book.
No,
any yes, I did. Me tell them big that become a man. Woman, mouth for the need to. And I said, we need to. Now, me call the Kodia, may you Kennedy. Tell my mama Kodia with the Kennedy. I hear where I don't Mohammed. And it's not that they make us delegate. Yet, you knew via Dr. Mamudomia. Because the buyer like Dr. Mamudomia, a senior one, and I did departure of that. The maker will be a type of reason at all. Yet, no, I said, I didn't want to be. Pampona, you see, 1 year, but I think 1 year show. Yes, what in a taxi. And I'm a bishop on Congo to Galam, say, Kurano. Won't show why you want to be fast. But can I get a phone corner or Cassatia? I have it. Mahama, Nipa, all for 1 inch when you are. Believe me, and what would be or the Oboa. You will be an over choke. It is so much as anything like a one freak in Japan. Oh, if I say, one for the court, for me, or the Kennedy court, Darby, or train, I'm here to abandon or train power because what you said, your dear want to be no. Said Dr. Mamudo, we near and said, Kim. And people in number to Canada, you never to Abanama, Dr. Mamudo. Now, Dr. Mamudo, we have to back. You knew Ibrahim Mahama, Ibrahim Mahama, the critical. By all means, obeying your coaches. It's obeying your coaches, dear. Again, I was away. I was on the suggestion. It's obeying to say, teachers, the natural trauma or your door market. Mucha to Kobetia. I can within my Kobetia in because of any night or Barbara because 4 years and one would be in but they go to a before dear and your mother. I can have so many papa. Can the year who cry and get to a move? Can you my young and get to a move? Now, me papa can say, a year did you know you now was like almost getting said. I said, dear, you said MVP one at them. I came the beginning. MVP, a policy and a yaka. I can policy and a yaka, but only what I pass anymore, or no name for sorry. No one wants to say, Yendi Dr. Mamudo Miakem. Yendi Yama Mr. Mirabel Miakem. Meanwhile, Yama Mr. Mirabel Miakem, not for the buyer. What the say, what the better than that for. As Mr. Mirabel Miakem, for Honomo, extra good woman, which are you can say, a campaign with Chile. Yanina go a campaign via a buyer, another one. So, not Ghana gas, no, I have you have heard it. Samira Baumena was TV as being Namiam. Namiam, Mr. Miracle, you say, you crew a Bema Papa. Not any crew that's also when you put it on one. That's also what they said. That's also what the dear mammy, Samira Baumena. I know the young to me, traffic. I don't know the issue of the and the Suko will be a room. May a giant guitar. That's a Kuku Jaya. She can't carry to be giant. Because the way you Dr. Mamudo, now can you debate me? But you can't Dr. Mamudo, because Dr. Mamudo, even internal election, I have properly, internal election, I have said, Kennedy to be a card, the Papa Pia was the any people or buy the paper. Because was so bad, or maybe a Juma. But who began to take out the taxpayers' money, and be a Juma dear, and was so for NDC for MP people, what do you mean for ND, what do you mean for MP people? But Dr. Mamudo, we are saying, me back constituency, remember 10 appointees, our home. I need to take the South me the constituency based budget ever, and you're making a favor, any MP people, and then a Kennedy, everything you are favor. And also, no one year, the better say any people, you call for the try here, then you go for the try here, and you're going to try the captain there, and I think the debate there. You remember anything you have to do, and your mom can ask, not that you are captain, there's a you should know what you're saying, so you said you can be. Because you'll be and I said, when you tell me, I bet you make a say, when you tell me, but I said to me, let me make it Dr. Mamudo, I'm near Dr. Mamudo, or near Dr. Mamudo, or your former vice president, maybe a former second lady. How can you tell me that I let away from that? Not to be Dr. Mamudo. I know the end here. It is all big a cafe. You're telling us the other month after that. You know, one country Kennedy said, one can income any move, so can income any move over there. And you need to be a dean. Let's just say Dr. Mamudo. That's about view on there. And yet, Dr. Mamudo, yes, I know the
I tell you why, what they talk on the buy. YouTube for any Facebook for car nipa 2 per main for be because I know program or channel member into a nipa 2 until I would allow. I may sign off for YouTube into me sign off for YouTube. I can't just 2 people to give their contribution. Not show me a real. Nyame adoma or chana mama yen share wa hebio or chana ebe share wa hebio na yeden koma about chana no me pese ye discuss about diaspora. Mr. Marcus, meaning sawate dia air koswa. I don't know if you guys are aware. This is how I'll be signing out from them. Mo am TikTok no sumunti. Samo be kaya omoko delegate conference no mo ka se muku biem na enipa no dodo na etumi ato aba. Ena omokoye moka sanka deputy one phone na obi e baba be den e baba be tudi eno so no moye ya kobu mu a mo te spande no mo ti bi free mu say diaspora no mo amoye chapter chairman ne executives no mo nto aba ni bi eno so diaspora 4G2 mu afi yakode nyane ya yesin eno so candidates ni bi say ye de bemu a ebekwa tia omo ebeye sisie enti omo mpe proxy voting na empenifo na atiase amomo yes yanka hwe yegusu a ye ne omudi hu nkomo because ye bisa say now no empenifo na ebekọ for omo party elections now are they going to use proxy now and I feel that would they allow proxy? We leave that one for God and for the time to come. Most man crofon to proxy sister ama enye nyane ya fedie enkrofo na woma mom kwan na womo akọ mo adwumam akọ kwan se womo kọto aba womo atwa tekiti awie obi minimum obi a o erade yankopon be se man na asam ya mobo ono no ontumi ntina Ghana 2 days kura o nti ono okọ Ghana na de bia America okọ Ghana na ade achia kura ebi a few hours na no ezo sign back na wetwa ni tekiti a okoto aba ene de ya ba yo almost deputy organizers na ade a ewe abruchire ne de muntumi ntubi because abruchire for na adoso. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why I'm person with this. Oh yeah, that's the new thing. Sister Helen, and now me know can say US for ni bia frame me a wo mo bufu afu say no mo be de no mo form party say no mo be de na say na party no mo person mo say party no mo amo say mo nto proxy. Yes, madam. Oh, me na me come try what you be open go and search now. They say do amo can say one more no mo ya deputy organizers, one more no mo ya deputy one no. A brochure for a banner doors into a moment to be. They say, I don't know, question now. And any idea, who say, I mean, no, Cassia. It is a woman to idea, and it made me tiamo. But just say, oh, dear, you Missy, into any pan of frame, you know, only pan of Felix, I didn't know. Now, I then a party, yes, I'm almost a proxy in the metrum. I feel Mamma Yakos stress the coin. Ewe jumem bosian crofo akobody take it all because say ye person ye part of the process. I feel the most deputy one phone to be one moon to be because ebruchere for air bad also. Why? Just about me na mo person must say about me a chance. Yeah, this man can win anything. Because who you say na otanya baba wo me ho. Obeye den na so wi ni kura wetumi afa ne kura ase wo kopesika wa mo no ne se mo mra meboa no. Why are we doing this? Anyways, so Aduma, we will talk about that tomorrow. I'm kind of saying Facebook and YouTube. We will take it. Aduma, meet me. I'll try and get some of the people to also come around so that we can fully discuss it. Or me free. Me semenya some executives maybe a diaspora executive who are London, who are UK, who are Dubai. Kata, maybe I will be a person who join us our conversation about this proxy voting and some join me or channel in the webinar man can say to be able to me joining on so that we can actually have a conversation about this because there are more you are going to head the candidate or whoever wins. That's all that is going to happen. But I say there are more the best head to candidate, because to me can't me say move into proxy voting. I feel ye eniama so aba na yanka se yakosere kwan we adwumam one ye betu yeska o ma betu ya baby for there and then na be to now oba na obebo yes abro ya cinema cuz I don't know what these people are trying to do with our party but nana do agudie me pacho kasa quick na me big boss aguni chamber into me and fire mrewi ya na men sorry so boko minia Charlie
Mama, I want to see the hotel or secretary doing a man board. That's what.
And it's so position. And if I didn't know your mouth, Central Region, and the end of your mouth, one of the end of your mouth. Oh, and you want to go okay. It's a fight on Kao. And I want and every before, and every before. Pass you on Kao. Or super fast then. That's the way I can go back like oh, near Costa, almost all my will deputy 114 I don't know.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So that's the only
Ibuwa.
Yankopono Katawi, Sabi. Only live near Oye. Now, and if I see a better power, a better young, and one answer, a friend is saying, Godon, almost say, it's work at 7,000 almost digging the cheap. Ama, almost said, the work at 500.
Yeah, be a new 500.
500. Like the people like this.
A new 500. Aye.
Now, who's super so many party anyway? The party the Gua, we are a party the Gua, 1 hour meeting, 1 hour meeting. So, and you know, you just for the tournament, 2 hours. When you put the guy, you empty for the moment, 2 hours, the crowd. And this ultimate answer for
Debbie.
Ah, and this ultimate answer for wow, I can be some near you. No, over to bro, over to get it.
And
I did what we said. Almost I don't want to
or a black belt holder.
Oh, no, what to get it. No, I said diabetes. I had my over to get it.
Or a black belt holder.
We are black belt holder. Over to get it. So I send it to go back one. Not the oh, no, I can be some no. I didn't make you one that. Oh, yeah, not 13, but I never went by you. I didn't know 13 will be about the year. I have been on the best to me. What I said, the cook will change our better. Now, because no be idea. You got that. Huh? Felix, you obviously best know what dear. There be watching Felix for $100. Let me go wrong. Huh? Now, somebody be so much people know what this Papa, we are. Somebody, or because or this answer for it. Anybody, anybody wants to show, I can't know what for the ball, but you will not show. I know this answer for it. I don't be a hero.
So actually, we will have a show about it, Nana. And then my main pong. And then my main pong. Or channel, we will have a show about it. Also for Penny, Aguni Chamber. Also for Penny, family, and I won't pay to your two mom and I'm intimate. Sorry, so.
Master Felix. Mechiao pamfo ni na ne adwumapa mobo amagana ebobi ama MPP ni Dr. Muhammad Bawumia na maybe dem beto mu sei na mu di Dr. Muhammad Bawumia wadanse a na mani ache because me dey bia me ka se bakura si sacrificial lamb akọ sacrifice ama Dr. Muhammad Bawumia aba be president no ati Ghana fo a me si emo midin ni emfrɛ me te said the president we were trying to think of for money if you could have firing squad. We come on Mukwa, yeah, Yamfa, so be our son. Maybe they make me a kume. I'm a Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, a new Diano or the transforming Ghana. Now, me qua, Ubiaka say, I'm going to chamber woo, Nyakwa, because what the papa won't you dear wild dream. Well, and see, I see a year peace. But what can you pop bomb? Papa who san no akwa fa wan ya ni e ka so mo contest ni nyina no omo qualify ampa obi a qualify a specific unique talent na you obi o experience 8 years experience in vice presidency enya bayire edo enya adwuma ketwa when your opportunity at the nine I the shoe of the presidency muda it is a uba now so we need be competition we need be challenger. First question me busa when they say, you see a new patriotic party. Sapine won't feel free now your friend patriotic, no. Where is the patriotism exhibiting in this? Nanka we see we are popular.
what be a Ghana for Pewasem, me with a ye papa Baumia, Akoya vice president, ye person the LP before Nina Etia, say your petty practice ye penis and fino, patriotism, it's your papa Kenny, Brother Dr. Baumia running mate. Omo makani na trainer kano ya nu obi abeko social contract engineer coordinator Japan uye engineer ya pesi ya ba ya mau sector engineering work wo kromu at the traffic light ya ntimi nye the same ya mani ya ntimi ya dini na sha wonsa ya be ya budgetary allocation at the amount engineer make sure so be building ya mau contract 3 years building all engineering problems ya all Ghana ya dia sha wonsa you will do too. Education will your best. You know, social contract. No interference. You the education sector amount. You need within 3 years. Who failure? You. Well, failure. You 12 or so. Who you way and the patriotism in your practice. It is a one to make device in India. Next, someone who come to Dr. Baumia so very by one actually next time. Because you don't have the capacity to become the vice president. No, we need capacity to become the vice president. I don't think I will be a president. Niyama one constituency. Now, a free answer. You have 276 mekao. Hey, Nanny Abende. Me say, me share the video or catch it. Rich politician be a organ and be a comfort. Am I a Busan? Said, now, what can one also for me?
I was going to say a crumb for
Famicao. Then power said, the Musha, one with the Bao Mucho, oh, Mama MPP, and now Mama NDC, Ghana Fest, the one I'm castle of what? Or people over catch us at Ghana Fest, the Obwa, because I or see on TSS a Kufuado. Akoma Kofido contract.
Aye.
Na Kofido boy Trinidad and Tobago.
They were Ghanaian.
Kofido boy Togolisa.
They be Ghanaian. I Ghanaian.
I didn't see Yama Kofido contract. It's not Ghana first now. Okano. Now, fast forward. Because you will be only certificate. I want a plastic factory. You know what? Otiani 2002. The award certificate can me SSC near the other, Otianica 2,500. And the OHN, the engineering and mechanical near the other, Otiomoka 9,000, and I'm saying, a boy. Now go back the Mukra. I would hear 9,000 Ghana, and then you clear to Quack. People are going, one, I want the campaign message, what the man said. Say your money power, or Bame Juma, say your money power, what the 13 billionaires Baba Ghana, I want them to ready, it is finished. It is 13 billionaires in the Mibuso. Investors in Berna, said it's a whole business idea, Papa Bia, who did a winner presidential position as an Omaba. Said we said in previous, Ibrahim Mahama, investors on no more Jumano, or Munia to obey president as an Oma invest with him. We said this over no more investment. Yeah, from no trono, my person got a penny intro, but baby, idea one day a deception. So we are MP 24 years invested in Mama, you are moving because invest no Baba, or near economy, a boom. Invest a Baba on your country, security, a good. On your country, judicial system, Juma, and your crocodile the door, the CNC. On your country, digital structure, Juma, who invest you. Nanka, me papa wo koso kesia the whole West Africa. When I walk also, a committee, a house our poultry farm. Sa poultry farm, ya tunkotia, ya kunkukoibi, ya dinkukoibi, show freedom, ya ibikojo. Now, I big business. It's a Malcolm. Malcolm, I wish I would you. Malcolm, now you won't say, I wish I would you. It's the ban and capacity said, your work can family business to Ghana, and no, not me, I'm going to chamber my 2 Obama. Said Debbie, the Awaya crown, all the Ghana drama on it. Now, where do you confirm on the problem? See and discover world problem. You provide the solution to it. Ghana and Dr. Mahmoud Bamiape. One open national platform so I discover world problem continentally. And you say, what can you now move? Continent be a problem. And a continent will provide this solution to it perfectly. And you see, I'm finding the woman and getting the woman. And yet, and then you can say, structures. Said you over compared your barbarian to what to the global world. Said you who indigenous every ukrom no muka brocha yabaka oh I see me see our ban onimu dada. Na ukrom wonya hwe. Was me kwa find investor number. The investor no ban sebi previous people on God of one will be a company na mom. People on God of one no mo be manana. No be so idea say the building youth no I'm a youth nanya capacity building youth nanya nimdia youth nanya influence in IT said the abaya obi be wuram no so creative factory bia obenya workers indigents abaya aduma man na sika ka o man mu eti investa no oba no de nko for aba no ma baya aduma no mu yo mo sa disika ne ko na ni akoya ne ye bai eti no kura ni se
yo
yama consistency emra primaries na anate the selection of our leaders yama consistency rem so Dr. Bawumia na wo NDC ko mo de be ko 10 billion times o me change no ba ya yes ya patriot if one pony patriot if wa lawyer me sika ka wa sana obedi MP ko na boatin etimi ka kire me se and now said Dr. Bawumia here vice president for 8 years now we are popular say it will really 2024 election. I'm saying, hey lawyer, knowledge you know about kakakra. Our common sense. Because you have vice presidential position and determine popularity. You have vice president to cry any MP. You have grassroots connection MP. Because MPs can coordinate and collaborate with other constituencies. The vice president no anyone never build on one self human capacity or grassroots and our constituency based way. And at the end of the day, say my president could in fact president could walk or twice. President Kuwado ako 3 or not so 3 times. And about me I na yakoda no 4 times. And yakoda no 4 times. Amoto mo mpina na yakoda no 4 times. Now so and now my mom born here airport sunti so obeti 2028 obeti yo yeah maybe be am distract here and yam come say be distract here then come say be wo say yes obi be president awo Ghana and ya say no come me say mo parties ni bi wo ha obi ani mu CPP wo PNC wo and come say no say nya me ne mfa nko na mo mfa mre MPP delegate say yam koto aba mo obi na nya me ensa mfa ni na nya me tumi o won me na kamesala to aba nyankupo tumi ya wo no me abu na chamber mesala to aba na nya me obeto obi president o timi nko bodi sangu nko obi ama obi awasi nyankupo na sise mo ayi ma ya mesese abo mo ma so yi ma me na me mekọ akọchala to aba ma nya me dabi etisa nko timi wo ha wonu akata wodi na no akadada wasi oba o mejira kufu ado ni Bawumia legacy so wodi nkruma ideology CPP na egu no ye po obi amena di animu no one left CPP di aba nka wo bete ti ya eden na me dia meka so pesu wo hu se party no ye wo odo na ni se won track di ma Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia so oni Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ko wie ni etimi twa 8 years na ni afa no sadam no onu so anya nimdia because one is work apprenticeship no one see a fan you have to share brand new brand upon it doctor shall the over timid na running me na fan ko na clear you MP before e ka Ghana ni e be ni and so there be that afa ni e be kire and me bi aduma and me ni e di aduma bi and e be president ko mo create TikTok yi she nu mo di ama wi ase Ghana ni be na change o create TikTok we e idea and e start to e app keko we see one go see for trivia and see countries by countries. We create one app. She said the one app no and go for the want to say Jesus Christ and wo so ya ka we say enya brofo enya nimdia enya de me wa obi be ma o so fa the CV na wo de na ya wo de koton ka tie CV no broni nkatia na wo de koton wo ka so fa the CV na enya se wo be wo hwete ni kanu onimdia o de ba yi wo aduma wo si the CV ya de enya se ka wo na Madina market me ya president obi a me aduma omo obi na ko obi aba because one person be assessment et enti asramo you first no na ka me pese pools edi but me so dia o ma chi na me ko pay to pay na me ti o mo nsema Jim can ka on me ti mo jan go for na so ma so da so mo lose because you mo kan jam fu no we say me bo se ni me kura de mama
Madam Justina watching
Dr. Bomio 4 million down mo be dem ka che say e di me ka pay kura
aye and here you me
say mo nya ready yes mo nya ready so be bo MP e ti uni amedi ma no sia mo
you
e be say me chere say we are delegate wow abana wo koto no e wo dachi uba dachi na ye me abu ne chamber no so me dachi na sha won sham
okay
Ghana no ye MPP for ye Ghana for so be there will say wo ba no e MPP for chinche no akore a certain Ghana for be a check pan wo scammer
you
because ye so MPP for see ye share ni ye sha ye nyina ye Ghana for ye nye Togo for
okay
it is Dr. Baumia to better grassroots am appointment e ni pattern aye aduma na ne kwa so ano no Shanko for no omo ya Ghana for after all NDC for creative platform ama so for my creative ama TOS 11 for a prophet for man to be omuti omoka man to be omuti omoka it's 35 years and come share the best shabu people for so no this in yami because oma planning in that and you have to na no man can nim see a tram come shabu ya tram people won come share agu ya to aboy 35 December now so inshallah
see before you talk, but 3 minutes, but I say me sorry, so in the way they keep on the short, man. See before you talk, unmute yourself.
Yo, me that say, when you are fellas up here, Yanko point it out. Any Eduma there, or ye at Yabwa, or my Ghana, any MPP, Amayoko. Special Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Abusha Fonso Amosu Nina Mema Mo Ado. And I think so. Minia Agune Chamber, Mema Mu, any your Wakasa Papa. Me who is a Wakata saying, I was a Makumanina, Tommy Yomisi from I am said the Makosia used to read now what the Miss Sunny, Afro and Wopepon. Wow. And I'm going to chamber and come say no, and come with and solid them, not come preach and solid mano. Because then you will see Casano or Casana say, so we can solid them now, Casam, and yes, or say, church member Niba Hokoraba Shipping, or when you now become when you now walk. Which let's say Uncle Pong Ama Doma Chedia. Ubi to me the Casa, and the Abuabua Domano. Yanko points it out. No one goes so amount, Nimdia, Obacosoa, and the Acasa de Ama MPP. Now, see, I must have to say, I bet a 10 MPP more, MPP 2028. Yes, your budget to me no easy. Your budget to me next and this is for some crowd of now, media main Kakasi, Kaklevin and Pesamica, Namde means a Minaberry, Emseminia Fellis appear, while Tenasiache, this in the Tunina Seno, in the Apacia or Yano Solid Neja, will be so Ebertanasubi, na Bibia Air Kama at the Maya. You, Minia, the media maker, a delegate for your Selamo, your Dinkutuge, Egu form a Pama Chelsea, a Bren, a Camry TLB. Na ye kwa koto ya ba kwa koyi ye flag bearer dia ye ka kiremu nyina ne se senya na agu ne chamber ka se ye ya ye wo ha no ye sebre esemonsa ye ye die esemonsa ye ni monyam esemonsa ye bibia semo delegate monsa because mo delegate na se mo ko choose the right person and ni monyam ne ba e bi kayen ba se mo ko choose wrong person dia na chese Ghana se butu se Daniel ye wo be e pepa nti ye select delegate Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, order number 3. A brand new young Connie uncle to a ban and at 31st. The BN one more bed sim who can say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia and the baby. But if you are saying Penifone, the book baby say baby or 4 or chan. Now that me say, oh, Yano, and Nintin Plenia Prepiano, your Bamona, so near Kaka, I must say, Sabrina Swan, Monko Tumaba, and Fama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, and my will be so with your ballot paper. Not a walk for the Sorodi and Sania, order number 3. So what kind would the flat so now they're proper Doctor, order number 3 Mr. Emma Fit. So one and a year victory no on in a bit to me about some mine on a bit to me about your money on a bit to me more mine and Munam answering. And the young one young Cotuaba and Fama doctor, not and from Kunimdi and Famlayan. When you are Medasi, and you are going out with the mammy.
Medasi. Sister Ellen, what back? Did you find out and answer to me my Sister Ellen, who to me back now? Where to me I can find out and anyways, I'm Sister Ellen, it was so any research. The Etienne say, I did or more years. They say the Uncrofoco try take it 3 years or more Kogana or to Abano. Ubi say one way Fred Bruchle Banados no do. And until they say deputy phone in our organizer deputy for no one phone in a moon to be. Sana Koye. That meaning, yes. Almost here saying Chilimu, almost here saying. Intino there been to the drama patch on say one friend to that. But almost friend to that. But me, I'm reliably as a matter of fact, yen ya name ya homache. Yen ya hand ma homache. And no more catch them say akwesi the course on the say na mobeya enye. Na me say there na say. No say mukroya mo say proxy no matwam. Ma alternative ya dey koye den ya dey koto abano. Now, for you, you could say, "Quite well, you may have the must a deputy phone to be." Sister, that is the decision they took. Yes. And take it to court. That is all. All this is orchestrated by one person. What I say? Because they told us they don't want the proxy voting. No problem. And no crown you. Then one man Crawford cost coin with Jumem, one more Markofa babysitters. One more Omobasher Sikania, the idea in one way a cheap taxi will be at Nibia to work. Echo trying to take it. Ghana. Then a few weeks to the election, you come back and say, one way Banados to do this idea. Deputy for we have to take them from it. How can you do that at this time? And then I will only person catch them say, as some person much that third party because so we say better the way to me broche say fundraising. Dr. Baumia no person mu plan keke. Into no mujina say no finalize it. And from that is what they were going to bring. It is something they have already planned. And because it better not. Because it me say no to China my imagine is China may host to diaspora for what already chairman deputy one winder. No one chair the entire. They are not giving us alternative and they keep now quiet we are. Every training ban on never is cardia supported Dr. Baumia. So we have said this and same way to more. Aden. Only papa cope. The Opebia say yana. Aden. A party of plus 6 million voters. The Nipa Bakubeka, Maya Medime pick up, Maya Mekwakoka, Maya Metineto, Semi Pewena Maya Man. That's a wood ye and this if I could inquire and some cry a Pessi a Becano or see Maba this week no discuss me. Obi and Chumen Pabwa. And I mean you'll be 3 or 1 3 and will be a prame. And would you the B.O.B. do bonnet? Aden, would you the B.O.B. do bonnet? The B.O.B. do bonnet. I said. And only the Chief Justice, no, the case in the firm Mutrono, nearly not can won because time and says a Chief Justice as some no. Now you are small to Baumia soon to Baumia for you now, Abraham, Obia Papa could defend it. Aden, yeah, Chamo. Killer, some are most son or so. On your Biasa, Moya and the son on Moya and the son of Mo as Obias son or so. Aden, only Papa Cope. Party audio. Oh, and you're nice. And you're nice. They are constantly and you're nice. Yes, I wait some okay. What's the matter with you? I ate too much, man. Ate too much. No, they no, you see, no, main one. When you be nana, Tio. See before you talk. Me, my issue is not this election, you. Cause election way, one more continue one can a bedroom. And now Brian the champ on bedroom cry, Dr. Bawumia will win. That is not my issue. Dr. Bawumia call. Say onu ni hobby, Kennedy ni hobby, Brian ni new. Say some for we kwa. The MPP will be there, and this thing will be an albatross on our neck. The decision we are making today is going to stay to hunt us the backbone. There can be a month here, and I'm doing so being a time Kennedy, Sabi Kennedy, Japan, make time at the day. Then some Kevin and Uncle Yen, Chancono Sabi, and Kenny Power Gun or Cow. Here come Mama where Sabi MPP more, Uncle Cow. Nini may be the 1 to 2 years. Now they also are the political capital, the MPP Benyabia, and so Koki Cow, Kakra. Discuss me, Kennedy, Japan. You have to discuss me. This week, you have to discuss me. I answer Mekwakoka. I answer Mekwakoka. I answer Mekwakoka. Ade. Who Kennedy inti? Menya tamfu bebre. Who Kennedy Japan winti? Who Kennedy Japan inti? Menya tamfu bebre for no reason. Menya tamfu bebre for no reason. Na obo man kwa ma no. Woman ebe jina chire epia to make you look say ya no mo na yen bad. Aden. Inti ya necessary sabi Kennedy. Ya kukuru Ghana ni na di amawa. Ube tina so akopim da sabi we. Ube chire bo wo so ana. There be Aden. Ukro ya president my foot and a president bogus you. I think they who is a president ni bibu who be you. Fa pack about me for quite passo. Now the be a mafioso, mafia like and yes I meka man ya meka koka and service a mama mindibi and as mendibi a meka koka every time ya would be bia over koka. I saw over 2 body I go feel. Ade. Yenimu. Me nim boni a wo mo adi ti de bia me kan me si e bia yem penifo no God bless e bia wo mo kodi boni bia yen young boys ni yenim because de bia papa we e no be miamu o e na kwa mo fa so we ni 2016 makwa koka e na de meka e na we ya wies ka me de bia Kennedy Japan boni aden de bia yo boni de bia yo boni. And like guess what? Unim lady see. Eko beni na no one. Ade we na me kan ya na na chitafo ni bi ntemase o. E ya no chitafo ne ntemase. Me pe girl bi. Se girl ne beti ase amame a. Me lyrics. How I met to me no oh baby girl. Me my reaction towards the girl. And because at least now who know what they do. I'm like Marcus, the American say, I want a girl. Meanwhile, girl no where time. Girl near Cronford, girl near 2 ni, girl near Sanseni, but girl never do fear pepe. Hey, we are fine. I'm in back way. How? MPP na young farmer were no to be 20 rounds and Kennedy. 1 year simple so since 2023 to date. And I mean it. Kennedy Nina baby and defending any policy, not even from President Kufuor, not one policy from MPP. He hasn't defended none. Bring it to us. He is rather running everything we have done. We have to say it now. We say I'm giving you. They are testing the waters. Now you can't try say will not work. We the diasporans will not allow that nonsense to work. Are they? Because back a proxy. Oma komano to Mintino. Say just a BB aramodi about komano to because Obia Passunji, Obia paid the dint, Moka Yombe kum, Moka Yombe kum, Bobo Dana Motis office one. Tell Mama Mempon. Yes. Obeko, Justin Kobi Abeko, Opa, one ko Ghana phone in Justin Kobi Abeko. Justin Kobi Abeko, I don't care. Opa, me, control letter say, from today, Felix Apia, don't mention MPP name again. And yet, still, Justin Kobi has to go. No, when you deny there, Nancy, or call ye, or since I am Pamwa Bronya, Pabeto, or in the Pabeto, secretary, no, only you. Also, one Nibio, also, I am Pamwa Bronya, secretary, no, Nibio. Adain. No, but I mean, like, Samakus, one person. The beer, one person. The beer, one person. The beer, one person. The beer, one person. Adain. Abronya, no, sorry, or no, defending, no. What's it? Omunko pamano anyasa obi a waswesa wo be party ho ban afedi abronya nti you are willing because of your personal vendetta to put abronya down and as drop your work. Onimeduma mo yanka no kura onimeduma bia chekwa ka bitela den fa so why uti yentu ye ninkosi abronya so aden one man who did the beer the open kwan ye ma wana aden Mrs. Sadane dear me donyame sika bia ye bekwa kobo bia de be ye demonstration atiam and as 3 bedroom na wo no wo betu afrim wo be huri window adwane aden onipa ba ko hwe Samuel hwe same ade a ye me ya wo ye papa no no say wonya nipa bia la saa o na wonya nipa bia la saa afedi e wama wo lifestyle no bia ye bitterness nko se nanim kura public nanim abrantie kama na udira ene because bone nko a ya wo nko na tabi se o tan na tabi aba be chaoma o dede yin what you say o do enu asema be sense wo ho awie wo se chencha man fa ma me amekwa akoka aden asema no me kan no wo no man bo bra ye won keka won sem bi ye won tumi an keka won sem ye ma ne ama hwere wa wi afenu wa be join na chentina party na won som na wo mi anya da bia be mi aye I'm going to call you president and vice president because that was what we all said. Yeah, panicho baby. Now do we no more sem. We do no more sem to Tony. I mean, I say we. My campaign keka okoyama ba umia. Okoji obi 50 million. Aden. Someone just a papa no. To me be abese nsa ohun and odi mia MP before to me ne kuta no ampaso yempo Kennedy has an imprint in the party whether we like it or not. Kennedy has an imprint in the party. That is why he does what he has. He has a foot in there or a foot on certain things, and that privilege is what he uses. Aden Mr. Nyamiya Duma 31st where minia diaspora for 31st me bo nyame mpa ye se de akoto no one two things Kennedy for woman pom ho asem a wo mu wini ne prekope one touch because the woman wini na omo be yes na ya na manfa na ma na omo mi donyame mi si mi donyame ko mbe asalam ombe guri ntoka mi si we ka be ten kwam na dia Japan mu time do ye de yamina akomo de yamina be ba be go office no ban
Me see and catch a woman the Amina Baba party office no buying. Oh, mistake. Na Sabaomia we need. Sabaomia ko we need we. Nyamiya dom 31st. Baomia we need we are. Mr. Marcus say. Yane ya Papa Kennedy. Yane ne be meeting. God bless you me. Ya Papa Kennedy. Nyamiya dom. Na o we need ya fine. And it will be an initial uncle nunko we need. But so when we need. Na Sabaomia we need. What do you say the American? Say mommy, the American say on pet because I said the oil in a win or person winning, or person trade in one winning. No mom so when to me and winning. Na Baomia winning first. Na ye Baomia, say Baomia, your flag bearer. Mestre, diaspora for Mutia mini na anyone will walk Ghana, one will walk baby. Yani ya Papa Kennedy Bay meeting. Meet na ye and say, or so am I pick up. Auto and more bags, my yes, Reno, on for who receipt in the mray. You bet you an cracker. As some crowd the cocoa to a amount of time I debate you. Na yen tears the Kebia, yet in the Kebia mano. No one dying. Yen tears can in the pickup, young famano, no one dying. Ade. 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 Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. And I was like, yes, no Ghana. So why are you requesting Ghana card? I said, yes, we want to confirm from your Ghana card with your bank. Say, and you what they are? Mm-hmm. Oh, Sammy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was deciding to buy in and out. And I said, that is all. Mm. And I don't know. Because Ghana card is a unique identification. It is a chromo, I'm friend social security number. Into who they are is identifiable to you alone. Obi to me more chrono. Aye. A ECOWAS card. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, in my experience, I was going to London for some seminar. Now, such places, as an international student, everywhere you need to be verified. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean one was passport, you have anything to identify. So I can give you my Bluetooth mode issued by the states. Mm-hmm. Spot of any. Let me see where.
Oh, but that is even what we need.
Sure.
Eh? Master, what you was short here, all my information is
Abba.
there. You can enter the hall.
Sure.
Now,
last time I moved to Ghana, last year, moved to Ghana, a chrome sample, Ghana card, Namizuma, Manfa, a chrome ha card, Manfa passport, Manfa, Ghana card, Namizifiha, Kodu Ghana. Mizifiha, Kodu Ghana. Missy Ghana, but the same thing. Maybe rope chrome hand, son, and Miss Kanye, my passport, and not Missy Remuaha. So the Ghana card, no. Bawomia waya
Sanka first will be the Ashaman Abolushi. We the Banchia, we the Mara, I can't not true.
Because they don't understand it.
England, my one can't the passport
Of course, I'll be Ghana card. Oh, Ghana card. Oh, Ghana card. Therefore, Mama, me fancy and me had more china. Mama, me fancy and china mean to me now or then to me some review. Why? Emiano. I, Mr. Marcus, let me call it a day. Tomorrow I'll meet you guys and we will work on this. I mean, like seriously. Mama must join in and Mama give Mr. Diana will be a Madam Nasi. When I'm into the Give out.